This is probably my most asked question, so we're finally gonna do a hijab tutorial. I'm gonna share a couple different styles, and I'll share some of my favorite tips and secrets, especially in the summer, plus some advice and confidence tips, because I've been getting a lot of questions about that. Okay, first tip, before you even put your hijab on, I want you to get a steamer and make sure you fully steam out your hijab, especially if you use modal. You need to be steaming your hijabs. This will get rid of any crinkles and make sure that your hijab actually lays flat. This is one of my current favorite hijabs. It's from my brand Ophelya Collective, which you can purchase in the link in my bio. And you know what? For my YouTube supporters, here is a special discount code just for you guys. So we've got equal sides, and then what you want to do is take this side and just flip it over, but still bring this side more to the front so that you could see more of the design. And then for the other side, grab the fabric about halfway through and just flip it over your shoulder. And you can adjust the back until it looks the way you want it to look. And I don't really care about the extra fabric at the back because this is a mini size, so it's not too bad. Now, if you're going out and it's windy, you can get one of these hijab magnets and you can just attach this part either to the other side of the hijab, or you could just attach it to your top. But I'm not going anywhere right now, so we're not gonna do that. Next tip, if you want your hijab to look perfect no matter what, bro, I drove a boat and it was super windy and I had this on. My hijab did not go anywhere. This is double-sided fashion tape. You can get it anywhere from Amazon, and you basically just want to take off a little piece like that, and then you put one on your undercap right over here, put another one on this side, and put another one on this side. Your hijab is going nowhere, and it doesn't damage the fabric in any way either. You can easily just take it off at the end of the night. Genuinely one of my favorite inventions. I'm working on adding it to my site. I'm gonna show you a couple other hijab styles, but first let me show you the other colors in my collection because I'm actually obsessed. You can get all of these right now, and this is the first collection, but I'm also gonna be releasing a fall pashmina collection. This one is called Sage Sea. It's a bit of a bluish green one, and then there's a black one. This one is called Ebony, and lastly, the most popular one, this one is Berry. We've also got an unreleased collection which is going to be coming out in about 2 weeks. Like I said, the first step is always to steam the hijabs. Also, a lot of people ask how my undercap stays in place. I use a tube undercap and this one fully fits, but anytime it becomes stretchy, what I do is I grab the end and then I bunch together the extra fabric, and then I just pin it in place to make it tight again. So for this style, you're going to need a pin, and then you want to take the side of the fabric and just kind of lay it to your undercap like that. Fold this over until it's super flat, and then use the pin to pin it to your undercap from underneath your undercap, and you want to put it through in a sewing motion, so up down up down. As you can see, it's fully secured on this side, and I personally don't like having the extra like flap, so I usually tuck it into my shirt. The trick is to tuck it through your necklaces so that your necklaces still show, and then just lay it down flat underneath your shirt so that it doesn't peek through. And then for this side, you want to do the same thing again. Halfway through, just take it and flip it over your shoulder, and just adjust this side until you like it. You can add some fashion tape or a pin over here so that it doesn't move throughout the day. And I like to just pull my necklaces out again. I'm not usually a purple person, but I'm kind of loving this color. Next, we've got the classic black hijab. Genuinely one of my favorite hijabs ever. If you don't have a black hijab, what are you doing? Wait, by the way, if you're new to this, these are the essentials, okay? You need a black hijab. Wait, scratch that. First step is to figure out which fabric you like the most before you buy any like colors and go crazy. Try a jersey hijab, try chiffon, try modal, try everything, and then pick the fabric that you actually like and are gonna wear the most often. For most people, it is modal because it just lays so nice. Like, I was low-key a modal hater in the beginning, but that's all I wear now. Now, once you figure out which fabric you like, you need black, and then you need to find a neutral shade that looks good on your skin tone. This is different for everyone, but you need that. You need a good neutral shade, preferably 2 or 3, but just find one that looks amazing on your skin. And then you want to do some color theory and figure out which colors look good on you and get shades in that family. For example, I look better in deeper shades, so Even with the hijabs that I'm releasing, we've got like a deeper blue and then a deeper red. So you need good statement colors that can make an outfit and that you can mix and match. And then you also need at least like 2 printed modals that you really like. Honestly, right now I'm obsessed with these, but leopard print ones are also really nice. You're probably gonna love them. And then you want to get a black undercap, a beige undercap, and a white undercap, and you're good to match that for basically every hijab. Okay, so I know a lot of people are scared of neck coverage hijab styles because it looks bad on them, but the trick is to make sure that it folds at your jawline so it makes your face look less puffy. You want to take both sides and kind of fold it and then bring it to the center. And we're gonna use a hijab magnet because I don't want to ruin my hijab. Oh my god, okay. This is not working. This is really hard to do with nails. Okay, my magnet is not working, so we're gonna use a safety pin and just pray that it doesn't make too big of a hole. One tip also, if you want to make sure the side stays in place, you can keep it in place with a dot pin and just pin it to your undercap. And you can either flip both sides over, or again, what I like to do is I like to put this into my shirt and then just flip the other side like that. Like, that looks super cute and it's fully covered. This one is really similar to the first style. Again, you just want to put it on equal sides and then flip this side over and kind of pull this in a little bit. You can use a hijab magnet and attach it to your top so that it doesn't go anywhere. This time, instead of doing it from the center, you kind of just do it from the top and flip it over. It's a lot more of a flowy style and a lot more chest coverage. I love it for this hijab because you kind of want the color to pop more, and you can just adjust it around your face until it frames it the way you like. Again, you can attach this with a hijab magnet and then use tape to your undercap to attach the sides. Oh wait, I forgot to show you guys my favorite accessories. You can shop these on my site as well. They're just little rings that you can put on your hijab. The way you use them is you basically just open them up a little bit and then close it back on till it's like attached, like that. I usually like to use 3 at a time. Like, it just gives so much more personality. I love it. I don't know if you can hear the steamer in the background, but it's bothering me. So if you can hear it, just pretend you can't. We're gonna do a quick break and I'm gonna give you some advice on wearing the hijab, or if you're thinking about wearing it. Okay, first of all, if people are talking bad about you or gonna talk bad about you, cut them off because they're not your real friends and you don't need that type of energy in your life. So if anyone is talking bad about you after you start wearing the hijab, they're not your real friends, and God is trying to show you who you need to cut out of your life. Okay, we are not tolerating any sort of disrespect. I feel like a lot of people are scared of being the only hijabi in the room or standing out, but honestly, it's a good thing. Like, practically everywhere I go, I'm the only hijabi in the room, but it shouldn't bother you because it's a good thing. You're representing something positive, and most people are super respectful and nice. Also, it's just cool because every time you make an achievement or you provide a positive impact on someone's life, you're positively representing Islam. And yeah, some people might be rude or racist, but they're just dumb. And besides, they're not going to go to the grave with you and they're not going to be answering any questions. So does their opinion really matter? But for the most part, it's in your head. People aren't going to be rude to you. And if they are, you're just going to get more rewards for it. Another tip I'd give though is make sure you have a good environment around you. Don't be around friends who are going clubbing, drinking, smoking all the time, partying. Obviously, it's good to be friends with all sorts of people and not judge them, obviously. But if that's your entire environment, it's going to be really hard for you to live a different lifestyle, and you're just gonna feel so much FOMO and everything's gonna feel so much more difficult. And lastly, this might be really hard for some people to get used to, but it's genuinely one of the best things about wearing the hijab is that it protects you from everything, because every time you make a choice, you second guess everything that you're doing and you're like, is this how I want to represent Islam? You're not gonna go clubbing with a hijab on, just certain things you would never do anymore, and it makes you closer to Islam. It makes you sin a lot less. Oh my god, I feel like this video is getting extremely long, but this is the last style, guys, I promise. For this one, again, it's equal sides, and then you want to grab this part, just a little bit of extra fabric from here, and then bring it up towards your undercap. And we're going to use a little safety pin, or you could use a magnet if you like. And you just want to pin it to your undercap. You want to flip the rest of this side over your shoulder, and then we're going to take this side and flip it onto the other side as well. And then you can just adjust the back till you like how it looks. If you want this side to be on this side instead, you could just flip the process. But yeah, that's the final style. I hope you guys liked the video. Comment down any suggestions for future videos. Bye guys, I love you.